Hi, welcome to Simply Country Cuisine. Well, last week I got to feature this beautiful skillet that Tex-Mex Concrete gave me, and this week I want to feature this new apron. Now, we went to a craft fair November. Leander High School always has this craft fair, and there was a lady there, and she makes these aprons, and I'm going to show it to you in a second. And it's actually, she has a shop on Etsy. It's called Sewjiji, and I'm going to show you this awesome neat apron. Now, she custom made this one for me, as you can see. She put our logo, our name on it, and I put the apron on at the craft fair, and it's really long and it's heavy, and I said, this is too big, and she goes, well, I make them, and I'll make it to fit you. So she made it to fit me, because you know, I'm not very tall, and yes, I have my bedroom slippers on. So this is so cool. It has a pocket for my thermometer, a little loopy for my towel. It has two big pockets. Oh, and there's her cardigan. There's pockets in there, and her name is Julie Van Scoy. Hi, Julie. Thank you so much. And then there's two big pockets here. Now, this is one of the features I thought was the coolest thing. Now, my hands are disappearing, aren't they? These are pot holders at the end of the apron. Isn't that the coolest thing you've ever seen? So when I take something hot out of the oven or a barbecue pit, I can grab it here, and I'm not going to ruin myself. But do you not think that this is the coolest apron ever? Today, what we're going to make, like we haven't had enough desserts for the holidays, and we're at the beginning of a 2024 almost. We've got just a few more weeks, actually a few more days before we get to 2024. We're going to make a batch of peanut butter fudge. Oh my goodness, this is so good. I notice that when I make chocolate fudge, it's really good when you make it and you eat it right away, it stays nice and soft. Then after it sits a little bit, it kind of gets a little crunchy, that you can feel the grains of sugar in it. Not this peanut butter fudge, and there's only 3 ingredients in it. The first time I made it, I got the white chocolate discs, and they came in a little container, and I melted them in that. But, of course, we're during the holiday seasons, and you take what you can find on the shelves, and I went ahead and got some almond bark. Now, you only need 12 ounces, so it would be half of this package. Now, I have got it cut. I want it to be able to melt in the microwave a little faster. This is what they look. They're in cubes, and I kind of just took my knife and I bared down on it, and I cut it in about thirds. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this chocolate in my glass bowl. And I am not going to waste any of this chocolate. And I have pre-measured 1.5 cups of creamy peanut butter. That was pretty much this whole jar. And I'm putting that in the bowl with the chocolate. Now, the microwave process takes about 1.5 minutes, so that's actually 3 intervals of 30 seconds. And I strongly encourage you not to do it more than the 30-second intervals. So I'm going to take this to the microwave, and I'm going to do 30 seconds, stir it, 30 seconds, stir it, and the last 30 seconds and stir. And I want it to completely melt the chocolate and the peanut butter together where there's no lumps. Your microwave may not be a higher wattage than mine, so it may take another 30 seconds. So just keep cooking it in the microwave on a power high until it completely melts. All right, now that was my first 30 seconds, and you can tell the peanut butter's melting, but the chocolate still has a little ways to go. So I'm going to put it in for another 30 seconds. I'm not going to do 60. I'm not going to do a minute. I want to check it after 30. Okay, now I've done this. It came out to 1.5 minutes, so it was 3 intervals of 30 seconds. And you see, I can still see my chocolate in there, but it's really hot. So I'm just going to smash it in there and blend it very well. The chips they melted really fast because they're real thin. And I knew that if I just dumped these blocks of white chocolate in there, it would have taken. Now you could, if you don't have a microwave, or if you're old school and you want to do it in a double boiler on top of your stove, have at it. That would be just fine. I could have easily done that. But I wanted to use the microwave because I wanted it to be fast. You see, I am making sure there's no white chocolate lumps in there. Whoops, and see, and I see one. He's swimming around in there, trying to get away from me. Come on, you little booger. You could do it. There you go. Whoops, nope, not yet. There we go. We got that smashed. All right, now the last and remaining ingredient is a can of sweetened condensed milk. And use the entire can. One day we're going to do a show and I'm going to show you how to make caramel with just this condensed milk. So easy, so delicious. All right, now I have an 8x8 glass Pyrex dish and I've lined it. Please line it with foil. If you don't, I'm so sorry for you. You're not going to get this stuff out of here. And take your spray, your Pam or just canola spray, and give it a light spritz. Now mix that milk very well into the peanut butter and the white chocolate. Get it stirred up in there very, very well. And then just pour it into your dish. You might want to react a little quicker than I am because it's starting to stiffen up a little bit. And then just get it in your dish. And what I did is I pounced the plate, the baking dish. Now, put this in the refrigerator. Leave it for about 2 or 3 hours. And you come back this afternoon and I'm going to show you what we have. Hi, welcome back. Well, it's been about 4 or 5 hours. I've left this in the refrigerator all afternoon. I took it out. It slips right out of the dish. And I'm going to pull back the foil. You see, I laid it on a paper towel. I tried cutting it on the chopping board. I found it was easier to have a softer surface at the bottom. Okay, now I am going to just take my knife and kind of walk it through the fudge. Now, before I do that, you could go one step further. At this point, when it was hardened, you could melt some dark chocolate or milk chocolate morsels. Same way, microwave. And after the peanut butter has firmed, then pour a thin layer of that chocolate over top and let that harden, which would probably take an hour or two. And then you have a homemade Reese cup. How's that sound? I just preferred eating the peanut butter fudge like this. I mean, this is so creamy. It's real delicious. It's a good recipe. And I cut mine in about inch squares because it's very rich. And I'm pretty sure you'd get a nice big tummy ache if you ate big hunks of it. Hi, welcome back. Now I have cut these into about an inch and a half pieces. And it feels, as you can see, that's an 8.5 or 8x8 Pyrex glass baking dish. That's a lot of fudge. I hope you know a lot of people because this would probably, whew. I want to again thank Julie for the embroidery work on this beautiful apron that I will treasure and use many, many times on our show. And now we're going to try the fudge. Not that I haven't tried it before, but I'm pretty sure I need a bite. Oh yes. Now this was made early today, and it's just creamy and soft and yummy. My goodness gracious. At Christmas, I took these and I put them in little muffin cup papers. And I put 2 or 3 in there, and they made a beautiful gift bag for my guests, my friends. I always want to thank you for subscribing, like, and share our YouTube channel to be alerted on Wednesdays for our videos. And on Thursdays, we have on our Facebook page, we have a contest. Please join us there. Get those numbers up. We want to see big numbers this year. And if you don't have a place to worship and bring the new year in, please join us at any Glad Tidings location in Central Texas. We would love to have you, and we will love to have you there and worship with us. God bless and Happy New Year.